album, Music Is My Savior, is in stores now. He's going to be performing his hot single in just a little bit, but in the meantime, please welcome Mims. What up, man?
What's up, y'all?
Welcome.
How y'all feeling?
Have a seat, my friend.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I can't even hear myself right now.
I know, it's loud in here. First time up to Canada?
No, this is not the first time. Actually, I've been out here in the past. I had a record out here called Love 'Em All.
Right.
With Chocolate and Baby Blue. This is a long time ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
The crazy thing about your particular story, the catalyst for you getting into hip-hop was a complete tragedy.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you lost both your parents at a very young age.
Yeah, I lost both my parents when I was younger. I actually was raised by my mother. She raised me. And then, my father would eventually pass away when I was 11 years old. And then when I hit 13, my mom passed away. But right before she passed away, she bought me some turntable equipment. And obviously going through the tragedy of her death, I used that equipment as a way to channel my emotions or get my frustration out. And therefore, it kind of kept me out of trouble, kept me out the streets when I needed to be out the streets. And it made sure, the music, in my opinion, made sure that I got my grades in school and they were, always on point. So I definitely accredit music for keeping me focused in life after those tragedies.
Well, I think about that. I mean, because when something that awful happens, sometimes it takes a while for the dust to settle. So after that dust settled, what was it like? What was the day after, kind of realizing that you were on your own?
You know what? I never felt like I was on my own. I had a great family around me, and I had a good family that supported me in whatever I did. But you definitely get a sense of being lonely because you know that the people who brought you to this earth are not around anymore. But in all honesty, I think that my grandmother, who eventually raised me, and my aunt, they did a great job filling in for what my mother would have did, and I'm definitely making them proud right now.
So then, why music? Because it's such a huge risk anyway to go into music. You were saying you had great grades. What was it about music that just drew you to it?
I think when people tell you, especially in school, they always say reach for the stars and reach for the stars, and I would go off what I seen on TV, and I was interested in it. I love music, and I got involved with DJing. Eventually, I started engineering and producing, and then I got into being a writer or MC. So, for me, I've always been involved in music, and I love the energy that I can put into it and what I get back. I mean, I made a record like This Is Why I'm Hot, and now, I hit most places, and I don't even have to sing, the record anymore because the energy is out there, and the people just love the words so much that they sing it for me.
You released it independently as well?
Yeah, I did. I started it off independently. I got a company called American King Music, and we serviced the record probably around the same time of last year. Basically babied the record and made sure that we watched the record grow like a real company should. And sometimes being a part of like a big system, like a big company, they don't tend to put as much energy into your project. So I wanted to make sure that I put enough attention into my record before I signed my deal. So I got the record recognition, and then eventually the record label started coming at me, and that's when I signed my deal.
Well, I wonder about that. I mean, especially for an artist, it's on their debut album. Control is such an important thing. Do you feel like you're in control of your own life and destiny?
I got total control of my album. I executive produced it. I worked with the producers hands-on, and I made sure that I stayed in the studio, and the sound that I wanted, they gave it to me. And my album is in stores now, mind you. So definitely, if you don't got it, go get it.
Right, available on muchmusic.com as well. I wonder about your life, too, though. I mean, do you feel at this point you are in control of the path that you want to go on as well?
Oh, definitely. I'm totally in control. I mean, every man is responsible for their own destiny, their own fate. I'm a person that I don't blame anybody for any type of tragedy in my life, or I say that I was born in this world, and the energy that I put into my own work is the same energy that I'm going to get out. Even though I got a great team of people who work around me, but I got to be satisfied within myself first. So I like to put all my energy into what I do, and then I let everybody else do their job afterwards. So
how's your relationship with your sister, I guess, affected your life for you as well? Because you played a hand in raising her too, didn't you?
Well, her father, she actually had a different father from me, so her father ended up raising her. But for me, my relationship with my sister was just really kind of, I wanted her to understand who her mother was and where she comes from and where she came from, because obviously she was about 2 weeks when my mother passed away, so she really doesn't have any memories of her. But I think it's up to me and my family to kind of make sure she knows, because she looks just like her. So, I want to just make sure she knows who her mother is and who her mother was.